Auction time. This is the 5C series auction. 5C01. This is a knife blade made from raw chert. It's the reddish chert that I received not long ago. And I think I've heard it called oxblood chert, which is interesting because it's actually a known thing. I thought it was, it is very rare, but I thought it was extremely rare. First time I've seen it like this. Let's see. See if we can get the reddish look. Anyway, I left it a little thick because I didn't want to snap it. It's such beautiful material that I did not want to ruin it. So I could have taken out that lump there and maybe this one here by doing more than just that one thinning flake. I could have taken a thinning flake here and there and not messed up the outline, but I didn't want to risk it step fracturing anywhere in here. Like I saw that, I went, it might start to create a series of step fractures, so I just left it. Yeah, I like it. So let's see, 5 5/8 inches long by 2 1/4. Yeah, excellent material. It pressure flakes well and everything. It's some of the best stuff I've ever napped in the raw state. It's good stuff. All right. 5C02. This is on video. It's kind of like a smaller petalis type point. So yeah, you can see it all on video. I don't know what kind of chert this is. It's just a gravel looking type chert. It's just road rock. We picked it up on the side of the road. It's all kind of in the same area. It's not necessarily from the same formation because there are different layers, and it's been eroded in that area for such a long time that all these rocks get mixed together. So you get rocks from different layers and different deposits. But it's a chert. It's raw. I don't know if it's got fossils in it or if that's just minerals. Yeah, I can't tell. I'm not an expert on that. It might be just minerals in there to make it look spotted like that. You know, polka dots. Anyway, there you go. Only 2 points this week because I didn't have much time to get ready for the auction. I'm on my way to Vermont, actually. All right. Let's see, 5C03. This is a box of brooks and bifaces. It's all going to be raw chert, I think. There might be one heat treat piece in there. Anyway, I just put stuff in that breaks on me when I'm doing my weekly bifacing. This hasn't had a natural defect in it. See that? It's a crack in there that I thought I would be able to get under. But no, it goes all the way through. Almost all the way. Yeah. Anyway. It's kind of a lower grade, mid to low grade chert. This one I stuck in there. This one is a heat treat. Yeah, this is the heat treat that I put in here. I didn't want to mess with it because it snapped on me right there. It was longer, obviously. It snapped on me right there, so it's got inclusions in it. Who knows where they are? It's got a piece of concrete right there. But it's easy, relatively speaking, easy to nap. Yeah, otherwise. This is a raw piece of chert. Very, very tough, so I stuck it in here. This needs to be heat treated, in my opinion. So it's thin enough to heat treat, and it'll nap much better afterwards. Don't heat treat it too high, though. 350 max. 350 degrees max. This one here, I don't know. I think this started out as a lot bigger piece, and I put it in here just because it was kind of delicate. I think it is raw, but it's a delicate material. A little over 3.5. This one is 4 5/8. This one's about 4 inches. Just give you an idea. This is a piece of really tough chert. Needs heat. 6 1/8. This is higher grade, mid to high grade shirt, but it's got inclusions in it. And it is kind of snappish, so you've got to be gentle with it. It'll snap in half once you get it thin. Yeah, 4 1/2. This one is a practice piece that I was doing on this raw shirt. I got some of it on camera before I snapped it. I snapped off the barb here doing the notch. And then I started to whittle down the edge here to see if I could get rid of some of the steppiness in the blade, and I was not able to. It created an island right there. Anyway, it's a broke. This one is. It's raw shirt. It's kind of sharp on this side. I almost had it finished. 4 3/4. I almost had it finished before I snapped that barb off. This one is a mid to high grade. It's the same kind of shirt as this piece here. Did I measure this one? 4 3/4. Yeah. Anyway, I took a bite out of it, so I said, not gonna mess with it. It's kind of finicky. This shirt is mid-grade shirt. It gets extremely sharp. It is a tough shirt, but it's very snappy, and it does this too. This one here is kind of a root beer looking shirt. It's not a bad shirt. It's raw. It's tough. But again, it's kind of snappy. It'll snap in half. 5 1/8. Okay, so I didn't want to mess with it. When it starts to feel like it's going to snap in half on me, I usually put it off to the side. But then I looked around. What can I offer this week? Is, bifaces that are on the larger side that I don't want to mess with, and this was one of them. Same with this one. These all can be heat treated. All of this stuff can be heat treated if you want. You can even heat treat this again. Doesn't hurt it one bit. You can even heat treat that if you wanted to try to finish it out or whatever. Okay. Yeah, if I were to, I would just haft it as a knife, just like this. Yeah, mess around with it as a knife, just to experiment with. Let's see, 5C04 is a box of bifaces. These are smallish bifaces, all raw shirt. These have been thinned down a little bit more than usual. Most of them. Some of them, no, they're still chunky. It's just a bunch of road rock. Some of it's high grade stuff. Like this is high grade stuff here. Yeah. It's a little bit wonky because I was in a hurry. I might have scooped it too much right there, but I think you can still get a good point out of it. All right, so let's measure these. These can all be heat treated if you want, but some of them are high grade. Okay, and some of them got a little bit of patterning. Let's see, this one is 3 5/8. 1, 3 1/8. 2, 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/2. 4. 3 3/8. 5. 3 5/8. 6. 3 1/2. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bifaces. 3 3/8. 3 1/2, a little over 3 1/2. 3 1/2. And 3 1/2. Yeah, some of this is interesting material. High grade stuff. This is high grade stuff. It's very similar. These are very similar to each other. Okay. 5C05. These are bifaces also. Some of them are thinned down a little bit, but these are on the larger side of the bifaces that I have, or that I'm able to make out of what I have. Yeah, these are heftier and longer. And some of them are refined down, and some are not. Okay. All raw shirts. They can be heat treated if you want. 4.5. A little over 4.5. 2. 4.25. 4. This is high grade stuff here. 3 7/8. 5. 4, almost 4.25. 6. 4. Yeah, these are 8. There's 8 bifaces in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4.25. Okay. And 5C06. This is a little bit different. This is deer, basically deer parts. Deer leg bones. These are all from deer that I scavenged from the taxidermist. So yeah, I boiled the legs, peeled all the flesh off, took the marrow out. These come just as is. I think I might have cut these myself, but the other ones are straight from the processor or the taxidermist, one of the two. Yeah, deer leg bones. I checked them. They don't have cracks. Yeah, but they do have like thorn damage where deer hits thorns and stuff. That's what that is. That's actually embedded in the bone. These little thorns and stuff. Little injuries. Yeah. Anyway, I checked them all. Some of these will crack as they dry out, but these don't look cracked. And I've got deer toe bones. I don't know how many are in here. And deer hooves. But I cut out all the soft part. Right? You can make rattles with the deer hooves. Okay? Now most people, they don't cut out the soft parts from the deer hooves. I found out after I did it. I boiled these for like 8 hours and they come off real easy. But then the soft parts, I was afraid that they would not dry out properly, so I cut it all out. I cut the soft part off the bottom and off the top of the hoof. They still make that rattling sound, so you just string them up. You drill. Traditionally, they just drill this, and use these rattles for ceremonies. Use these as rattles for ceremonies. So that's all you need to do is drill a hole there and string them all together so that they, hit up against each other as a rattle. Now with these deer toe bones, I'm not sure what you can make with these. Necklace comes to mind at first, but I've heard you can drill out the bottom and mount them to the tops of arrows and use them for arrowheads. But I'm not sure if I've actually seen that done, and I don't know if they're hollow or not. Anyway, I would try at least a few of these as arrowheads. See if it actually works. If you can drill in there and mount it to the top of your hair, just glue it on top of an arrow shaft. Yep. Okay. So that's it. That's it for this week. That's all I got. Okay. Rules. These are my cheat notes. There's a better description of the auction in the description box below. Please look at my previous auctions to see how they work. That's the easiest way to know how these work. Auction 3J has a demo on it on how to bid. I used my tablet. Bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments. This means that you will be replying to one or more of my comments. My pre-populated comments will contain the item number, a timestamp where the item appears in the video, and a short description. I will like your comment if I see it. Okay? Your comment is your bid, okay? And if I see your bid, I will put a like on it. I'll click the like button. That's how you know that I saw your bid or your comment or your reply. Same thing. Sometimes comments are not always visible. It may take me a while to like your comment, but as the time approaches the end of the auction, I will check more frequently. Okay? Try not to bid at the last minute. I'm using YouTube's time tracker, and it's not always accurate. Please be aware of this. Yeah, it can be up to 2 minutes off. So yeah, if YouTube says you're late and if you're bidding at the last minute, I can't count your bid, right? And that's fair to everybody because that's what everybody sees. You know, even though we all know you're on time. I know you're on time. It's not that difficult to be on time. But yeah, if YouTube says you're off and you've missed it, then the bid doesn't count. Yep. Shipping is free in the U.S. International shipping is discounted but not free. Yeah, I will discount the international shipping by the amount that I would normally discount it in the U.S. For the U.S. it's free. Like if a package in the U.S. costs $5 and it costs $17 to send it to you internationally, I'll just take $5 off of that and charge you $12. Okay? So international shipping is not free, but shipping in the U.S. is free. All right? I will provide tracking numbers. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, checks, or money orders. I can also email you an electronic invoice that you can pay with a card. Yeah, it's really neat. It comes in the email. You open up the email and it'll provide a link for you to click on that you can enter your card information and pay that way. Note, I cannot charge your credit or debit card on my end. Okay, so don't send me your credit card number because even though I can technically use it to charge, I can't charge it on my end. It's a safety feature or security feature. We can't do that anymore. At least I can't with the PayPal that I have. With the PayPal application that I have, I can't charge on my end. Okay? Winners will be announced starting at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. The auction closes at 9 on the money at the top of the hour, Eastern Time. But I start checking at 9:01. I start announcing the winners, too. All right, I start checking to see who the winners are at 9:01. Okay, now, depending on your time zone, this is different. So at 8 p.m. Central Time, the auction ends. At 7 p.m. Mountain Time, the auction ends. And 6 p.m. Pacific, the auction ends. Okay, so pay attention to your time zone. It's not the same for everybody as far as when the auction ends. I will reply to your winning bid with sold, thank you, item number and price, and please email me your name, address, etc. This is very important if you're new. I have no way of contacting you if you're new. If you've already done business with me, I already have your address and your method of payment, your preference for your payment, and all that good stuff. So if you're new, send me an email when you win, okay, or if you win. And make sure I know what your real name is, if it's different from your YouTube name, so that I know who you are. Sometimes I just get an email and say, yay, I won. What do I do? Well, first of all, I don't know who you are. I can figure it out because most of the guys have bid before, so you're probably the only one that I don't have information on. So I can figure out that you're the guy I don't have any information on. Anyway, I'll send you an email back and say, please give me all this information so that we can get everything paid for and mailed out. Okay? All right. So that's it for today's auction. There's not many items, and there probably won't be that many next week either because I'll be moving. I'll be very busy next week, but I'll have at least, 5 or 6 items. Anyway, I hope you liked the items. Hope you had a good weekend, and good luck.